Stenowalebabu welcomes you. Shorthand dictations in male and female voice from all sources like magazines, speeches, and editorials at various speeds up to 120 WPM for various departments like SSC, DSSSB, CRPF, Delhi Police, etc. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.
Exercise number 15. Madam Speaker, entertainment industry is a major employment generator. To promote entertainment industry, single window clearance for ease of shooting films available only to foreigners is now going to be made available to Indian filmmakers as well. Regulatory provisions will rely more on self-declaration. We will also introduce anti-copying provisions in the Cinematograph Act to control the menace of piracy. Madam Speaker, for making the life of our direct taxpayers easy, we reduced tax rates more for the common man and middle class and made the interface with the tax department much simpler and largely faceless. Due to this, the tax collections increased significantly from rupees 6 lakh crore in 2013-14 to almost rupees 12 lakh crore this year. The number of returns filed have also increased from 4 crore to 6 crore, showing 80% growth in tax base. I thank the honest taxpayers of India for reposing faith in our government. Let me assure them that we have used their contribution to serve the poor and create better infrastructure. The Income Tax Department now functions online. Returns, assessments, refunds, and queries are all undertaken online. Last year, over 99% of the income tax returns were accepted as they were filed. Our government has now approved a path-breaking technology-intensive project to transform the Income Tax Department into a more SSC-friendly one. All returns will be processed in 24 hours and refunds issued simultaneously. Within the next 2 years, almost all verification and assessment of returns selected for scrutiny will be done electronically through anonymous back office manned by tax experts and officials without any personal interface between taxpayers and tax officers. Reducing the tax burden on middle class has always been our priority ever since our government took over in 2014. We increased the basic exemption limit from rupees 2 lakh to rupees 2.5 lakh and gave tax rebate so that no tax was payable by persons having income up to rupees 3 lakhs. We also reduced the tax rate from 10% to 5% for the tax slab of rupees 2.5 lakh to rupees 5 lakh and introduced standard deduction of rupees 40,000 for the salaried class. Deduction of savings under section 80C was increased from rupees 1 lakh to rupees 1.5 lakh. Special benefits and incentives were also given to small businesses and start-ups. Overall, compliance processes were simplified. Threshold limit for presumptive taxation of business was raised from rupees 1 crore to rupees 2 crore. The benefit of presumptive taxation was extended for the first time to small professionals, fixing threshold limit at rupees 50 lakh in order to promote a less cash economy. The presumptive profit rate has been reduced from 8% to 6%. The tax rate for companies with turnover of up to rupees 250 crore, covering almost 99% of the companies, was reduced to 25%, which was also applicable to new manufacturing companies without any turnover limits. The goods and services tax reforms lingered on during the previous government for almost a decade. Our government implemented the GST, which is undoubtedly the biggest taxation reform undertaken since independence. 17 different taxes levied by the central and state governments with cascading effect of tax on tax were consolidated into one GST. India became a common market. GST has resulted in increased tax base, higher collections, and ease of trade. This will reduce the interface between the taxpayer and the government for day-to-day operations and assessments. Now, returns are fully online and e-way bill system is in place. Interstate movements have become faster, more efficient, and hassle-free with no entry tax, checkposts, and truck queues. The high taxation levied on multiple commodities in the pre-GST regime has been rationalized, and the burden on the consumer, especially the poor and the middle class, has been significantly reduced. The GST rates collectively mostly lower than pre-GST rates. Since then, GST has been continuously reduced, providing relief of about rupees 80,000 crore annually to consumers. Most items of daily use of the poor and middle class are now in the 0% or 5% tax slab. Cinema goers who were subjected to multiple taxes up to rupees 50% are mostly paying much lower tax at 12% now. Our government wants the GST burden on home buyers to be reduced, and accordingly we have moved the GST Council to appoint a group of ministers to examine and make recommendations in this regard at the earliest. GST aims to benefit small traders, manufacturers, and service providers. Exemptions from GST for small businesses has been doubled from rupees 20 lakh to rupees 40 lakh. Further, small businesses having turnover up to rupees 1.5 are under attractive composition scheme now. Thank you.